When you want to get the facts, but you don't know who to ask, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby. When you really want to know, but you don't know where to go, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby. Gilby's a Dalmatian with a fascination for answering your questions through exploration. When you really want to know, but you don't know where to go, doodly-doo, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby.
There goes another one, and look, there goes another one. How did they do that? It's so amazing. Oh, hi, boys and girls. Gilby and I were just looking at these lightning bugs that we caught today, and we put them in this jar so we can watch their little bodies light up. It is just so neat. Wouldn't it be cool, Gilby, if our bodies could light up like that? We'd never need a flashlight in the dark. Of course, it would be hard to play hide and seek because we'd find each other really easily. I was wondering, do you think the boys and girls have any questions about lightning bugs? Would you check the mail and find out, Gilby? All right, go ahead. Gilby loves to check the mail. He also loves to fetch the answers to your questions. I think he's coming back now. Thank you, Gilby. Chris from Leggett Elementary writes, Dear Gilby, why do lightning bugs light up? Wow, Chris, that's a great question. Let's see if Gilby can fetch the answer. Gilby, can you fetch the answer to that question? All right then, go fetch.
Good question, Chris. Why do fireflies light up? Well, no one really knows why fireflies light up. Some people think they just want to get attention. But who knows? Maybe they don't want to get lost in the dark. I know that in the summer, I love catching fireflies and watching them light up.
Today's number is 9. Nine ants. Today's number is 9.
All right, boys and girls. What bug flies? Is it an ant? Is it a bee? Is it a spider? Right, it's a bee. Where does a butterfly live? In a tree? In a house? In a car? Right, in a tree. What bug spins a web? Is it a spider? Is it a fly? Is it a grasshopper? Right, it's a spider.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who?
Who?
You talk like an owl.
Welcome to Singing Puppet Theater.
The eensy weensy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the eensy weensy spider went up the spout again.
This has been a presentation of Singing Puppet Theater.
Star.
Thanks, Gilby, and welcome to Leo's Ark. The critter for today, kids, comes from an island near Africa called Madagascar. Today we're going to meet an insect called a giant hissing cockroach. Most of us are scared of cockroaches, but these cockroaches, they're quite friendly. And a hissing cockroach, it's nocturnal. Nocturnal means that they sleep in the daytime and they come out at night. A hissing cockroach during the day might sleep on the side of a tree because their skin or their exoskeleton, that hard covering that protects them, looks kind of like bark on the side of a tree. So if they were hiding on that tree, they would be camouflaged. That just means that other animals wouldn't be able to see them. That's all that camouflage means. Now, a hissing cockroach has antennas that it can smell with and feel with. It has 6 legs. And remember, it doesn't have bones. Instead of bones, it has that exoskeleton. Now, you might be wondering why they're called hissing cockroaches. You probably think only snakes hiss. But a hissing cockroach, it hisses. Not through its mouth, it hisses through the side of its body. If we listen closely, we might be able to hear it hiss. All right, now you can see why it's called a hissing cockroach. These cockroaches, when they come out at night, they're looking for things like, rotten leaves that have fallen from the trees in the rainforest, or even a piece of rotten fruit that another animal has decided not to eat. And that's our critter of the day on Ask Gilby.
Opposite. The arrow is pointing left. The arrow is pointing right. The arrow is pointing up. The arrow is pointing down. The duck is wet. The desert is dry. Opposite.
All right, boys and girls, are you ready for B.E. Mon? Gilby, no, don't open the window. You'll let in all the...
bugs, insects, creepy crawlers. Bugs. In all shapes and sizes, different colors, different disguises. Bugs. Can be found in many places, sky and ground and in small places. Bugs. Have wings and legs, some bugs eat for days and days. Bugs. Best thing you can do, don't let the bugs get a hold of you. Bugs come out day or night. Some will crawl and some take flight. Bugs are found in many countries, been around for many, many centuries. Bugs. Like people and fish, I once found a bug in the dog dish. Bugs. Stay right out of sight and remember, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bugs.
We'll be right back with more Ask Gilby.
Welcome back to Ask Gilby.
Oh, hi, boys and girls. Gilby and I were just getting ready to have a little snack. And I was thinking, since we were talking about bugs today, that we would have some of these gummy worms. Oh, Gilby, don't worry. These aren't real worms. They're just candy made to look like worms. See? They're very yummy. Do you hear that, boys and girls? I think the phone's ringing. Are you trying to call me and Gilby on the telephone? Hi, this is Miss Kathy. Oh, hi, Lashana. It's Lashana from Head Start. All right, I'll ask him. Gilby, Lashana was in class the other day, and they were talking about how birds fly south for the winter to stay warm. And she was wondering, do bugs do the same thing? Do they fly south like the birds do to stay warm? That's a very good question, Lashana. Can you fetch the answer to that question, Gilby? All right, then, go fetch.
Lashana, what a great question. Did you know that most bugs actually die in the wintertime? They leave eggs that hatch in the spring. That's why we have so many new bugs every single year. Some bugs, like ants and crickets, sleep underground so they can stay snugly warm. But ants, they come out on warm sunny days in the wintertime so they can catch some of those wonderful rays.
Today's letter is L. Today's letter is L.
Today's letter is L. Ladybug.
Today's letter is L.
This is an ant. He's really, really tiny. Most ants are black, but some can be red. A lot of ants are blind, so they use their sense of smell to find food. Ants act a lot like people. They live in little cities under the ground, complete with tunnels and roads. Every ant has a job. Some guard the tunnels, some hunt for food, and some watch the babies. This is a spider. Spiders might look scary, but not all are dangerous. Every spider has 8 legs that are connected to the body. Spiders spin a web that is silky and sticky and catches food. A spider can be less than 1 inch long and as big as 3.5 inches long. This is a grasshopper. He lives in wide open spaces like fields. He has giant eyes and his back legs are really long and look like the letter V. Those long back legs help him jump really far. The grasshopper rubs his legs and his wings together to make a buzzing sound. This is a ladybug. A ladybug is tiny. She's even smaller than an ant. Ladybugs are usually brightly colored with black, yellow, or reddish dots on her back. She likes to live anywhere it's warm and has wings so that she can fly from place to place.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wood.
Wood who?
Would you get me out of here?
One day, Gilby and his friend Jada were playing in a field when they saw a beautiful butterfly float by. There were all kinds of different colors all over its body. Gold and blue and red and green. Gilby and Jada went back to the field with a giant butterfly net. They collected all kinds of different butterflies. They were very careful not to touch the butterfly's wings. Gilby and Jada used a book they checked out at the library to find out what kinds of butterflies they caught.
If you really want to know, but you don't know where to go, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby. If you want to get the facts, but you don't know who to ask, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby. Gilby's automation with a fascination for answering your questions through exploration, doodly-doo-dee-doo. When you really want to know, but you don't know where to go, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby.
Hi, Gilby. It's Nana Banana. Gilby, I'm here to talk to you about bugs. Do you know what, Gilby? The spider lives in a web. The bee lives in a honeycomb. The caterpillar lives in a cocoon. This is how they make their homes. The spider crawls from the web. The bee has a very busy day. The caterpillar turns into a butterfly, and then it flies away. Thanks a lot, Gilby. Bye-bye.
Gilby had been fetching answers all day and he was getting tired. Before he took his nap, he wanted a snack. Gilby walked to Henry's grocery store.
Hi, Gilby. How are you today? I bet you're here today because you want a snack, don't you? Fetching those answers all day sure does work up an appetite. Why don't we check out the food pyramid and I'll let you pick out a snack to eat.
Henry showed Gilby all of the delicious snack choices. There were all kinds of foods to pick from, like fruits and vegetables, nuts and crackers, and even cheese.
Well, Gilby, today you picked peanuts. As you can see, they're brown and crunchy. Now, I want you to promise me that you'll eat a couple handfuls a day. They'll make your body healthy and strong. Now, here's some for you, and there's plenty for Miss Kathy. Don't spoil your appetite, though. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey Gilby, Traveling Tommy here, and I want to tell you about my hiking trip. I went to a really big park and had a picnic with a bunch of little friends I didn't even know I had. First, as I was walking up a trail, I saw a beautiful ladybug with red-brown wings and little polka dots on her back. I decided to sit down and eat my lunch, and who should walk up? What a group of ants. They sure were excited when I gave them a piece of my cookie. As I was hiking back home, I found the most beautiful butterfly with orange and black wings. I wonder how long ago it changed from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Well, I'll send a postcard for my next trip, Gilby. This has been Traveling Tommy. So long.
We'll be back with more Ask Gilby right after this. Welcome back to Ask Gilby.
Gilby, are you enjoying that picture book on bugs? That's right, Gilby. Some bugs have antennas so they can do different things like hear and smell. Let's check our email, Gilby, and see if we have any more questions about bugs, all right? We have another question. Leah from Margaret Park writes, Dear Gilby, the other day I saw a fly crawling upside down on the ceiling and it didn't fall off. How did it do that? That's a very good question, Leah. Gilby, can you fetch the answer to that question? All right then, go fetch.
Great question, Leah. Hi, I'm Chalbella with your answer. Flies can walk upside down on the ceiling because of tiny little pads on the bottoms of their feet. Some people think that there's sticky stuff on the bottoms of the pads, and some people think that they're tiny little suction cups. Either way, that fly is not going to fall off the ceiling.
It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Wheel of Colors. Here's your host, Red Larson.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wheel of Colors. I'm your host, Red Larson. Let's get started, boys and girls. Spin that Wheel of Colors. Today's color is yellow.
Yellow bumblebee.
Today's color is yellow.
Hi, boys and girls. How would you like to play one of Gilby's favorite games? It's called Follow Miss Kathy. And we play the game by doing everything that I do, following what I do. See how that works? Are you ready to play, boys and girls? So get up and let's get ready to play Follow Miss Kathy. All right, let's wiggle our ears. Very good. Let's rub our bellies. Good job, boys and girls. Let's pat our heads. All right, let's try something a little tricky. Let's pat our heads and rub our bellies at the same time. Can you do that? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Good job, boys and girls. Thanks for playing Follow Miss Kathy.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Will.
Will who?
Will you leave me alone?
Boys and girls appearing tonight, it's Augustus Bustus.
On a hot summer evening, in the dark of night, I thought I saw a lightning bug and it flew out of sight. Then a second later, I saw a funny glow. I think that lightning bug was putting on the show. On a hot summer evening, in the dark of night, I thought I saw a lightning bug and it flew out of sight. Then a second later, I saw a funny glow. I think that lightning bug was putting on a show. I hope you like my song about bugs, but Bustus has to go.
Oval.
Oh, hi, boys and girls. Gilby and I were just trying to catch a couple more fireflies before we went inside for the night. We sure learned a lot today about bugs, didn't we, Gilby? How about you, boys and girls? Did you learn a lot today about bugs? That's what I thought. Look, oh my goodness, it's the question keeper flying in on his magic carpet with all of your questions. Question keeper, did you keep all the extra questions from the boys and girls that we didn't get to today?
Of course I did. I'm the question keeper. And there are lots of little boys and girls who have questions to ask Gilby.
May I see them, please? Thank you, question keeper. Let's see. We have questions from Sarah and Emily, and we have questions from Kate and Rachel and Evan. Evan writes, Dear Gilby, why do we need the sun? That's a very good question, Evan. Even I can answer that one. We need the sun because it keeps things warm and it helps things grow and it helps us to become big and strong. Well, boys and girls, it's time for us to go now. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, wait a minute. The show's not over yet. I'm sure many of you boys and girls have a question for Gilby. Sure, Gilby would be happy to fetch the answer to your question. You can email your question to askgilby@hotmail.com, or you can call Gilby on the telephone at 330-761-2928, or you can send your question in the mail to Ask Gilby, 65 Steiner Avenue, Akron, Ohio, 44301.